Друзья, полный бой Альдо Мораес уже доступен в нашем телеграм-канале, мы его уже выложили. Здесь мы его не можем выложить, так как YouTube блокирует, поэтому переходите, ссылка в описании.
Out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record. 28 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 136 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the former WEC featherweight champion and the former two-time UFC featherweight champion and the number 3 ranked featherweight contender in the world, Жозе Альдо Jr. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 22 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey, by way of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the number 1 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, Magic Mораес. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard, one of the best in the business, our referee. Brittany Palmer is here as usual on a pay-per-view night. Brooklyn Wren on hand as well. Жозе Альдо making his bantamweight debut against the number 1 contender, Mарлon. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
And in Mораes, you got one of the bigger 135-pounders in the world.
Oh my goodness, right away, that left switch kick is legendary. He cracks so many people with that.
I mean, so powerful.
In real trouble.
I mean, Mораes is so powerful, man.
Aldo's in trouble right away. He's blocking it now, but now Mораes is probably going to go to the body.
A head kick, heavy attack from Mарлon Mораes early on. Beautiful start for him.
But if you're fighting Mарлon Mораes, right, after watching the Cejudo fight, you want big actions. You want him feeling like he's ahead very early to try to hope that he expends too much energy and you can't maintain it over the course of a longer fight.
See Mораes going southpaw, now back to the orthodox stance. Loves to throw that left high kick out of that southpaw stance.
Oh! Aldo just cracked him with that right hand.
Down the pipe, right down the middle when Mораes attacked him.
Mораes got his respect, or excuse me, Aldo got his respect.
Mораes felt like he could bring the pace and the pressure to Aldo that defines this bantamweight division. Mораes feints.
And like you said earlier, John, Aldo's still so young. It's insane for all the success that he's had.
It's incredible. He's been around forever, and he's 33.
Yeah, to look at his age.
UFC 245 is brought to you by 6 Underground, a new film from director Michael Bay and Ryan Reynolds, only on Netflix.
Aldo had also talked about possibly going into a career as a professional boxer. He'd been really working on his hands as well. I mean, it's hard for a guy to accept when he was so dominant as a champion to find himself in the position he's at now.
Well, it was at the time that he couldn't get that rematch with McGregor. He was very upset, talking about walking away. But now you see him rejuvenated, right down in another weight class. New contract, talk about finishing it out. Just the difference in Aldo now as it was a couple years ago.
Good defense by Aldo. He's aware of that shot coming from the left side now. Oh, he got stung there. He's very tense in these exchanges.
Mораes has got a lot of different tricks in his arsenal. Under 2 minutes here, round 1.
Yeah, he's so diverse. He really can do anything. And his submissions are spectacular as well. I mean, submitted to Sunsow was world class.
Mораes has got every skill you need to be a UFC champion. He's just got to work his way back to that position.
Inside leg kick and then the left hand up top for Marlon Mораes.
Man, I'm telling you though, like, even when you're holding pads, if you're constantly backing up, man, that's the most exhausting thing in the world. You know, guys posturing, staying in your face, making you react. It's like Marlon has to find a way to get Жозе off of him.
Nemiroff, bold character since 1872. Coming up on the 1 minute mark here in round one.
And Жозе hasn't even thrown one of his patented leg kicks. Some of the best leg kicks in the game. I mean,
You know,
that guy can really take your movement away.
absolutely. And Aldo's pressuring, right? But he's not throwing as much. And that was one of his biggest issues after the Volkanovski fight, was that he just wasn't active enough. But now he's throwing and he's landing on Mораes.
Yeah, he's been very great. He hurt Mораes. He hurt him.
Mораes on the retreat now. Oh, big right from Magic Marlon.
And he's staying in the pocket.
Stunned him. He hurt him bad there. Nice throw by Mораes.
Beautiful throw.
That was impressive. He needed that. Mораes needed that. He took two big right hands from Альдо.
A useful late takedown from Marlon Mораes after a brief flurry from Жозе Альдо.
Mораes relaxing on top. That's notable. The relaxing on top shows me that he's feeling fatigue. And the way he sat slowly down in his stool, same thing. Look at this. Switch kick. Boom!
Oh, that landed.
I mean, right away, Marlon's switch kick is about as pretty as it gets. And look at that right hand by Альдо that made him sit down. Boom! Perfect left hook by Mораes. But Альдо absorbed it. You got to remember, Aldo's used to absorbing power shots from big 45ers.
Viu que se jogar dentro vai pegar. Ele tá desesperado agora. Ele vai começar a
He's
agarrar.
desperate. He's desperate. Now be very, very aware. Stay range, stay close. Keep pressuring him. He's gonna be desperate. Open up for shots. Don't square up with him. Stay in this. I want to breathe. Control the distance. Control the distance. Stay in range. You know what to expect from him. That's all you got. That's all he's got. Stay.
Tonight's crowd shots are brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. Catch all the action with Metro by T-Mobile and never miss a knockout with a reliable network and unlimited data. Joe, pretty good stool visual for Жозе Альдо. He is very much in this fight. You know, people talk about making the weight and then performing at it. Looks pretty good to me so far.
Yeah, and Mораes came slowly back to his corner and sat slowly down. Now, you could say he's just relaxing and he's trying to conserve his energy and not get hyped up, or you can say he's physically tired. The way he took Альдо down was very impressive, but the fact that he just laid on top of him, didn't take advantage, no ground and pound at all.
I mean, you don't want your career to be defined by those types of questions. And this is when the fight started to turn for him a little bit against Cejudo. So for Marlon Mораes, he needs to really step up here.
Well, that's gonna be, there's that left kick, or excuse me, low kick from Альдо. That's gonna be the question. Because of the way Cejudo dominated him in the second round.
Yep.
It's gonna be the question. And it's the question in his mind as well. It has to be. When you get dominated the way Cejudo did him after he completely controlled that first round, he's gonna have questions. Especially now that Альдо's still in front of him after he hurt Альдо bad in the first seconds of the fight.
Yeah. Альдо's walking him down now. Now would be the time for Альдо to start landing those outside kicks. Whenever Mораes is trying to escape, you cut him off with kicks.
Nice jab from Mораes.
But again, Альдо walking him down. Constant pressure. And every time he hits him, he just jumps right back on him. Like that's nothing. Blocks the kick this time.
P3, the official protein snack of UFC, invites you to try its newest meat and cheese snack, co-developed with the UFC Performance Institute. P3, the more interesting way to get your protein. Альдо looks like the naturally bigger man. Nice jab from Жозе.
Oh, nasty left to the body. Oh!
That uppercut hit right on the button.
I I mean, Mораes actually looks pretty good. He seems still calm. He's not breathing heavy. He's just on his back foot the whole time.
He's on his back foot the whole time, and he's not doing anything to shake Альдо off him. He's not doing anything to get Альдо's respect. He's hitting him, and Альдо immediately just jumps right back on him.
Well, he's accepting that he's the guy that has to be he has to be the matador, right? He's accepting being the matador, and he may need to kind of be the bull a little bit to slow Альдо down.
Perhaps with Mораes, there's some energy conservation going on. Oh, cracking left to Альдо.
Right hand by Mарлon.
Mарлon landed a big right hand. Normally that would put people out.
That was a slow combination there. Much slower than the first round. You see the difference in the energy level of Mораes for sure.
Now a cut developing to the left of Mораes' left eye.
Nasty right hand to the body by Альдо. We're looking at the Альдо of old here, folks.
He looks good, man. Альдо looks good. Fight behind that jab.
And, you know, even looks more reckless than of old. Like, welcoming a brawl.
And not kicking at all, though. I mean, he hasn't thrown one leg kick this whole time.
Well, he threw one earlier in this round. Oh, look at that. Mарлon threw a real slow real kick. Nice jab by Mарлon, though. I would like to see way more leg kicks from Альдо. Альдо, in his prime, I mean, his leg kicks were the most terrifying in the division, if not the whole sport.
Альдо continuously trying to cut Mораes off and create striking angles. Mораes continues on his bite.
This is angry Альдо. Oh! This is like the Альдо that knocked out Chad Mendes in Brazil.
Nice left from Mораes.
Good defense uppercut.
Woo! Huge uppercut from Альдо.
And just staying on him. What pressure by Альдо.
Marlon's trying to bite down on the mouth guard.
He's
trying
got
to take it back to him. Yep, he's got to try to take it back to Альдо a little bit.
This has got to be a bit demoralizing. The fact that Альдо's absorbing everything. Nice left hand there by Mарлon. Good movement by Альдо.
I mean, that jab is nice, man. It's fast, it's long. He's hitting Mарлon on the end of that jab every time. Every time Mарлon stops to move. Oh, nice jab by Mарлon.
Both guys had their moments, but a big second round for Жозе Альдо. Tonight's Corner Cam is brought to you by Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC, with potassium-packed electrolytes and natural flavors and sweeteners. Grab one today at 7-Eleven.
Let's breathe first, breathe. Come on, Mars, breathe, guys, catch up your breath. All I want you to take it easy in your breathing. You keep backing forward, you can keep backing up. You have to find it. You have to find your groove in there. You're moving backwards. Альдо has much better. Understand he's controlling the distance. Keep breathing and recuperating.
I mean, right here you see the body shot by Альдо. That big left hand landed perfect. I mean, tells you the condition of Mораes to even take that. Left hook, straight right hand. Look at that uppercut. I mean, Aldo's just flowing right now. Right hand over the top of Mораes' jab. Then followed it up with a jab, another right hand. I mean, the only thing missing is Жозе Альдо just blasting a kick at the end of that combination. Because at his best, that's what would happen after he would throw those strikes.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of UFC. Perhaps early on didn't look like we would get here. A lot of mutual respect there. Mораes did train at Nova União a handful of times back in the day, never directly with Жозе Альдо. Here we go. It all comes down to these 5 minutes. We wonder how much this result will affect Жозе Aldo's decision-making moving forward in terms of his career. But a lot of encouraging signs already.
Beautiful right hand by Альдо right there. Crisp.
But I mean, if Альдо can get a win here, right, for as good as Petr Yan looked earlier, he's beating the #1 contender in this weight class if he wins this fight.
And he's beating him convincingly. Up until now,
to this point, yes.
Completely pressuring, completely controlling the center of the octagon. Anytime Marlon hits him, he hits him back 2 or 3 times.
Nice
Beautiful
double jab.
jabs. Beautiful.
Jose Aldo has only lost one non-title fight in the UFC. That was his last one against Alexander Volkanovski back in May. Center control, no surprise to see that bloated number for Jose Aldo.
Aldo never follows. He never follows. He never gives Marlon an out. He always keeps his back along the side of the octagon. He just cuts him off, hedges him off every single time.
You gotta wonder what is Marlon's strategy. Is it to try to knock him out late in this fight? Like, what is he thinking right now? How does he win this fight? Or is he accepting that he's losing this decision?
Well, I mean, even right now, you know, nobody's really done anything to separate themselves in this round, but it's like the forward pressure and cage control by Aldo. As Marlon lands two nice right hands.
Significant strikes, 45-35 unofficially for Jose Aldo.